going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network. This is the X Sports Network.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
Are you looking for the perfect refrigerator? What about a new stove or washer or dryer? It only makes sense to shop at the one place that specializes in appliances, top to bottom, big or small. And that's Kelly Appliance in Lawrenceburg. Kelly Appliance is home to all major name brands, including LG. LG makes life good with a full selection of refrigerators, cooking appliances, dishwashers, microwaves, and more, including appliances made right here in Tennessee. Family owned and family operated. Stop by Kelly Appliance on Jerry Street in Lawrenceburg today.
What really matters during the ball game, in Colossians 3 and verse 17, and whatever you do in word or deed, do everything in the name of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks to God the Father through Him. Does everything you do point people to God? Does it bring glory and honor to God? Everything you say? If not, then maybe you need to reconsider what you're doing or what you're saying and make sure that your actions and your words glorify our God. And that message brought to you by your friends at the Leoma Church of Christ.
Hey everyone, this is Landon Saunders.
And this is Nate Patterson with Cloud9 Fiber.
We're excited to finally be able to offer Lawrenceburg our blazing fast, reliable, and affordable fiber internet services.
If you're looking for a more reliable and more affordable provider, we at Cloud9 Fiber have you covered.
Plans start at $50 a month, and we can offer up to a gigabit to your home or business.
We are excited to be able to offer your first month of service entirely free. We encourage you to sign up on cloud9fiber.com or by calling 931-201-9098 so we can help you make the switch today.
A Moment in Real Estate with my dad, Jeff Luke.
You know, I get asked a lot about what the market's going to do. How's the real estate market? I've been selling real estate for a long time. And nobody has a crystal ball. And you know what? When it's your time to buy or your time to sell, it really doesn't matter what the market's doing. It's your time, and you have to do something maybe. What makes a difference is the agents and the experience that go to work for you. We're Keller Williams Hood Company, located here in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. We can help.
Hood Company, powered by Keller Williams, the #1 name in real estate.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we provided outstanding residential and commercial services through southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air. When you need us, we'll be there.
Volco Auto Supply in Lawrenceburg has a legacy of being a family-owned and operated company. Since 1927, our business has grown and evolved into today's one-stop source for all your automotive supplies. But in that time, one thing has stayed the same, and that's our commitment to our customers and their needs. At Volco Auto Supply, you'll find everything for your car, truck, or even fleet of vehicles, but with good old-fashioned customer service the way it needs to be. That's Volco Auto Supply, 416 Buffalo Road in Lawrenceburg. Visit volcoauto.com.
For over 50 years, Southern Tennessee Regional Health System Lawrenceburg has been a cornerstone of care in Lawrence County. From cardiology to orthopedics, general surgery, primary care, and women's health, we offer compassionate expert care close to home. Our ER is now stronger than ever with more providers, chest pain accreditation, and our newest Joint Commission stroke accreditation because every second matters. Generations have trusted us for compassionate care and medical excellence. Faster, trusted, accredited. Emergency care with hometown heart.
This is the X Sports Network.
And we're back here at Ethridge for game number 2 of 3 this afternoon between the three teams, South Lawrence, Summertown, and Ethridge. Michael Marks here bringing you this middle school volleyball coverage here on the X Sports Network. Game 1 already finished up as Summertown Middle took down Ethridge Elementary in 2 games, in 2 sets, 25-6 and 25-15, as we're ready to get game 2 underway between South Lawrence and Ethridge. So Ethridge getting their 2 games out of the way here pretty soon, and then South Lawrence and Summertown will have the nightcap. So Ethridge with the fresh legs, already having a game under their belt, and this team from South Lawrence, while very dominant on the year, did have to make the slight road trip up here. We'll see if that has any effect on their players as we get these introductions underway. Ethridge still in their same crimson uniforms with white letterings and gray down the sides. And South Lawrence with black uniforms, white lettering, and a gray stripe down the sides. Ethridge still the home team. These two teams have faced off once this year. A game that South Lawrence took 2 sets to none. So South Lawrence would love to keep that up. Ethridge, though, would like to see more of what they saw in set number 2 versus Summertown and see if they could try to take a match from these Lady Stallions. Knoxley Webb will get us started, and we are underway with an ace. Knoxley Webb, number 20, getting us underway with the quick ace. Drops that one between a pair of Bulldog defenders in Grooms and Chapman. Webb over again, that one off the net, and a good job there by Baxter to save that one, and quickly back over from Chapman. Newton over to Daniels, and that one dug out by Chapman. Over to Gobble, and now a good job there by Grooms to set that one over. Oh, a little miscommunication there from Surratt and Newton, and it'll be a point for Ethridge. Quickly some subs in, as Edie Gobble will take a seat for Madeline Jones. And Baxter sends that one up. And Cox gets it over the net. That one, Newton. Over to Surratt, back to Newton, sent over. And nothing doing there. Callie Ezel sends that one into the net. A double hit there, actually. And it's a 2-1 South Lawrence lead. Tess Newton now to serve, number 6. Send that one over for the Lady Stallions. Jones, and Ezel will poke that one over. Methvin over to Surratt, back to Methvin, and that one over and down for the kill. Izzy Methvin gets that one just through the hands of Jones, and it's a 2-1 lead now. 3-1 lead, pardon. Newton sends that one over. And off the hands of Groom. And Chapman couldn't chase it down. It's a 4-1 lead for South Lawrence. We got some more fans filing in here after work. Methvin and Surratt will poke that one over, dug out by Grooms. And now Ezel back to Grooms into the net. On the attack there from Grooms. And it's a point for South Lawrence. Newton has done a good job serving and will be back there for this serve. Up 5-1. And that one, Baxter to Brown. And now Ezel will get that one over. Oh, and Izzy Methvin a little poke shot. And pushing it back over is Grooms. Now, Cox going for the attack. That one dug out there by the Lady Bulldogs. And Jones gets the kill there. Number 99, Madeline Jones, with the little roll shot there. And her first kill. As Maya Rogers will check in for Ella Kate Chapman. And that sends River Grooms back to serve, number 13 for the Lady Bulldogs. And that one sent over a rocket. Daniels and Methvin will send that one over to Cox. Hits that over. And a little bit of miscommunication there between Jones and Rogers, and that one goes out of bounds. It's a 6-2 advantage. And now Addie Surratt to serve for South Lawrence. That one sent over. And Baxter, not so much on that one, it came right back to the Lady Stallions. Now Methvin over the top and down for the kill. Izzy Methvin. Number 22 on the front line, making an impact early. Surratt serving up 7-2. Sends that one over and off the hands of Brown and down for the ace. Kate Brown tried to lay out for it for Ethridge, but sent that one into the stands. So Surratt will remain the server. That one over, Rogers. And now Baxter. Brown's got to get it over the net and does just that. Methvin over to Daniels and back to Methvin again, and that one off the bad part of the hands into the net. It's now set up Callie Ezel, number 11, to serve for the Bulldogs, and that one's over off the hands of Webb. And Methvin will do what she can to get it over and does just that. Brown, Jones, that one will fall down and in. Another kill for Madeline Jones, as that one fell between Staggs and Methvin. Jones will serve down 4. That one dug out by Surratt. Daniels tries to center it back up, and Cox gets it back over. Oh, and maybe a bit of a miss hit there from Daniels, so that one's going to fall down off the hands of Ezel, and she'll go back to serve. And Ezel sends that one into the net. Point and serve back to South Lawrence. Number 11, Landry Cox will do the serving. And that one's sent over. Dug out by Grooms. Brown trying to set up Rogers, and that one's sent back over. And Jones hit it at Staggs, and she couldn't do anything with it. And that'll be a point for Ethridge. Lady Bulldogs showing some fight. As back in the game is Edie Gobble for Madeline Jones. Jones getting a well-deserved breather is Staggs, or pardon, Cox. And Surratt will hit that one over. Grooms. Brown. And Baxter back over. Staggs. Methvin. Over to Webb, and that one's dug out by Baxter. Rogers just gets that one over the net. Good job by Methvin to dig that one out. And Daniels will send it over. A good rally going on now. Methvin. And Surratt will send it back over. Ezel. Brown. Now Baxter at the net. Dug out by Cox. Quickly sent back to the Bulldogs, and they weren't ready for it. Good job there by Landry Cox. It's 10-6. As Newton back in the game for Stags. And Izzy Methvin going back to serve. Stallions first team to 10. That one off the hands of Groom. And Baxter. A little bit of miscommunication there as both Baxter and Brown went for that one. And it ricocheted out. Point for South Lawrence. And Methvin with the serve again. We'll send that one over off the hands of Grooms. And now Ezel hits it up to Brown. Brown. Now Surratt over to Newton, who posted it over and into the net. Point in South Lawrence as Maya Rogers was caught in the net there. The serve from Methvin. Grooms to Brown, and Baxter gets that one over, and it falls there between Newton and Methvin. Only one game last week for South Lawrence, so Chill trying to kind of wipe off that midseason rust. That one sent over. Daniels. And Cox will send it over from the back row off the hands of Ezel. And down for the kill. And Daniels will send that one over. Baxter. Brown calls it and sends that one back. Newton setting up Webb, and that one will be poked over. Now that one towards the net, and it's going to drop. Kate Brown just got that one to sneak over the net. And we have a timeout, South Lawrence. We'll take that one with them. You're watching Middle School Volleyball on the X Sports Network.
LUS is committed to our customers, from providing and maintaining energy-efficient utility services to friendly, helpful customer service. LUS is there. At LUS, we're always challenging everything we know, every day. We strive to improve efficiency and reliability while focusing on our responsibility to our customers and the community. It's our promise to provide dependable service to our customers every time. Because we don't just work in Lawrence County, we live here too.
Out of the South Lawrence timeout, it's an Ethridge serve as they trail this one 13-8. And that one out the backside. A little bit strong serve from Kate Brown. As South Lawrence back out to the top of their rotation with Knoxley Webb. Webb sends that one over. And Grooms gets it back over towards the Stallions. Now Cox off the top of the net, and a good job controlling that one by Baxter. And now she'll send it over. Newton setting up Surratt, and that one dug out by Baxter. And Grooms trying to send that one over, and that one falls into the net. It's now 15-8, South Lawrence lead. Webb sends that one over, and off the hands of number 15, Edie Gobble. Now South Lawrence has them doubled, 16-8. Webb once again off the hands of Brown. Oh, and a good job there by Ella Kate Chapman to save it, but didn't have anybody else to hit it to. So that one will fall down 17-8 now. Into the net and down. Webb not happy with herself about that serve. As Madeline Jones will check in for Edie Gobble. And Tayland Baxter back to serve. Had 4 aces in the second set against Summertown. Hasn't been able to get in that kind of a groove in this one as Surratt sends that one long on the attack. So Baxter back to serve again. That one gets Ethridge to double digits at 10. Methvin will dig that one out, and Newton gets that one over the net. Dug out by Daniels. And now Surratt sends that one long once again. And 17-11. Baxter. That one skips off the top of the net. Daniels to Methvin. And in desperation zone, Surratt has to call that one. Some miscommunication there. There were stick stallions standing around the ball, and didn't look like any of them wanted to take it. Daniels to Newton, and Cox sends that one over. Quickly sent back. Newton. And Cox will send that one over. Brown. Ezel trying to set up Grooms, and that one sent out the backside. It's a point for South Lawrence. Subs as Tess Newton will take a seat, and Zaylee Staggs checking in. Staggs wearing number 10. She'll serve. And that one sent over. And Ezel gets it quickly back to the Stallions. And Methvin with a little tip shot gets that one to roll. Tipped that one over the little dump shot, and nothing the Bulldogs could do about it. Staggs sends that one over. Now come off the hands of Brown back to the Stallions. Jones, that one. Methvin trying to set up Surratt, and that one, that was Cox, Landry Cox, who's trying to set up, and that one into the net. Chapman will take a seat as Rogers checks in, and River Grooms is back to serve. That one sent way long. Staggs off her hands, and that will be down for an ace. 19-14. A very competitive first set here between Ethridge and South Lawrence. Daniels. Methvin. And now Cox dug out by Brown. Jones sends that one over. And Surratt quickly back over towards the Bulldogs. Baxter. Jones gets that one over. Daniels. Methvin. And Daniels will send it over from the back row into the net. 4-point game. And this looks a lot like that Ethridge team we saw in their most recent set two against Summertown. That one sent over and long. Bit too much on that serve from River Grooms. And it gets South Lawrence to 20 and the serve back. 5 points away from taking this first set. Addie Surratt. That one over. In the net, and Habry Daniels sends that one down. It was Daniels versus Ezel in the net, and Daniels takes that one. 21-15. Surratt to serve once again. And that one, a bad serve off the bottom of her hand and under the net. And that'll send Callie Ezel back to serve. With their team only trailing 21-16. Still anybody's set. And that one off the backboard. And a point for Ethridge on the ace. Now a 4-point game. That one sent over. Off the hands of Webb, goes over her head. And no one there. 21-18 now. Ethridge trying to make a miraculous comeback here in the late parts of this first set between Ethridge and South Lawrence. That one out, though, from Ezel. And it gives Landry Cox the serve. 22-18's the score. In this first set between South Lawrence and Ethridge. They still got one more game after this. South Lawrence will face Summertown. A good in-county rivalry. Rogers gets that one over. Cox. Methvin centers it back up, and Daniels will hit it over. Rogers. Cox. Methvin setting up Daniels. Went down with a kill. 23-18. Avery Daniels with a big kill. South Lawrence still looking for 2 more points to get them out of this set. Landry Cox. That one sent over and out a bit too long from Cox. Gobble in for Jones. And Gobble will go back to serve. Her team trailing 23-19. And that one just gets over. Methvin. And over to Webb into the net. It's 23-20. And this Ethridge team, we've seen them improve in every set we've seen today from them. Only down 3. That one out of bounds. And now a big set point coming up for South Lawrence. Staggs will take a seat for Newton. And Izzy Methvin to serve. Methvin sends that one over. Ezo to Brown. Baxter, and that one sneaks in. Tanklin Baxter just got the back corner. 21-24. Rogers out for Ethridge, and number 14, Ella Kate Chapman in. And she'll go back to serve. Chapman sends that one over. Still a match point. It's Daniels. And that's going to go off the hands of Brown and down. A valiant effort from Ethridge, but South Lawrence will take set number 1, 25-21. And we'll be back for the second set here in a moment on the X Sports Network.
Since 1955, Evers Construction has been the company folks have trusted for residential and commercial construction projects. Today, Evers is still the leader in building and is just as committed to maintaining. From residential to commercial and industrial, Evers' team of experts stands ready to install, service, and repair all your HVAC and plumbing needs. Specializing in leak repair, maintenance, air duct cleaning and repair, air handler service, drain cleaning, gas line work, emergency unit repair, inspections, and more. Evers Construction offers a preventative maintenance package to keep your home or business cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Trained, trusted, reliable. For more information or to schedule an appointment with the pros who know, phone 931-762-3593 or visit eversconstructionco.com. Evers Construction Company in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Comprehensive care with a compassionate touch. That will always be the guarantee at Encompass Healthcare in Ethridge, Tennessee. Whether you're looking for primary or urgent care, x-ray services, or weight loss treatments, the team at Encompass is equipped to serve your needs today. The doors are open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5 and from 8 to noon on Fridays. Make an appointment with providers Kendra Brown, Tori Cox, or Ellie Brown today. That's Encompass Healthcare, located on Highway 43 North in Ethridge, next door to Chapman Tire.
This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back to Ethridge Elementary here for set number 2 of game number 2. Here in this tri-match we got here on a Monday evening. Michael Marks bringing you middle school volleyball action here on the X Sports Network. Valiant effort from Ethridge in set number 1. but South Lawrence prevailed 25-21 in that set. And now a chance for a sweep for the Lady Stallions here in set number 2. Taylon Baxter will start with the serve. Sends it over for the Bulldogs. Now Ezel quickly back over. Newton. And Webb will send it over. Baxter digs that one out. Ezel over to Jones, who pushes that one. Now Newton setting up Surratt into the net. And quickly a 1-0 start here for Ethridge. Baxter to serve once again. That one's sent over. And Cox from the back row sends that one over. A rocket. Good job digging that one out by Chapman. Now Grooms sends that one over. And Newton sends that one back to Surratt to send over to the Bulldogs. Now Jones again. Into the net and down. And a pair of teams hitting into the net has got us tied up at 1. Knoxley Webb now to serve. That one sneaks over the net. Good job digging that one out, Jones. And Ezel gets it over. Newton setting up Cox, and that one a bit much and out the back corner. And back and forth we go in the early parts of this second set. Against South Lawrence, win or lose is not done yet. They will have one more game against Summertown Middle coming up around 6 o'clock. And a double hit there from Jones as she got caught up with the ball in the net. And we're tied up at 2. Tess Newton back to serve for South Lawrence. That one sent over. Oh, that one back near the rafters. Gets back over to the Lady Stallions. And a little tip shot there from Izzy Methvin with the kill. And that gives the Lady Stallions their first lead. Newton sends that one over. Rogers sends that back to the Lady Stallions. And Jones sent that one back over. Cox into the net. And that'll fall down, point for Ethridge. Callie Ezel to serve. Ezel sends that one over. This Webb digs that one out. And now Cox over and out on the backside. Now Ethridge back in the lead 4-3. It feels like South Lawrence can't keep anything in. Ezel. Staggs digs that one out. And now sent to the back row for Webb. And bad break there off the hands of Brown. And we're tied back up at 4. Now Addie Surratt to serve. Surratt sends that one over into the net. And it's another point for Ethridge. Bit of sloppy play here in early goings of set number 2. Here between Ethridge and South Lawrence. That one's sent over. Staggs. Over to Daniels. And Rogers trying to get that one over and can't. That one was dug out a little bit hard there by Chapman. Sent it over to Grooms. And then there was nothing Rogers could do with it. 5-5, Landry Cox with the serve. Baxter centers it back up, and Rogers misjudges that one and hits it into the net. South Lawrence has the lead back. Cox to serve again, sends this over. And Baxter on the third hit, can't get it over the net. A timeout. Ethridge will take that one with them. You're watching South Lawrence Volleyball on the X Sports Network. And we're back out of the Ethridge timeout. South Lawrence on a bit of a run as they lead this one 7-5. Landry Cox with the serve there. Oh, and a point there off the double hit from South Lawrence as Webb got caught up in the net. Chapman and Rogers out. As it is Ella Kate Chapman going back to serve for Ethridge, number 14. With a chance to tie this one back up for her Lady Bulldogs. That one's sent over. Staggs. And Methvin with a little tip shot over and down. Crafty kill right there for the Lady Stallions. And she'll go back to serve, number 22, Izzy Methvin. Methvin sends that one over off the hands of Grooms and down for the ace. (9-6) now. Methvin gets that one over off the hands of Groom again. And Methvin with back-to-back aces has her team first to 10. That one dug out by Brown. And Groom's trying to send it over again. Just having a bit of a rough go of it right now. And Izzy Methvin to serve once again. Her team leading 11-6. And make it 12-6. They've got them doubled. 3 straight aces. Now Methvin once again. That one off the antenna, and so that will be a point for Ethridge, and they get the serve back. And they needed that one bad. South Lawrence had just gotten into a groove right there, and 1 or 2 more points, and they may have really gotten going. And the serve from Kate Brown goes into the net. It's now 13-7. South Lawrence with the lead. With Habry Daniels back to serve. She sends that one over. And that's going to go off the hands of Ella Kate Chapman into the exit sign and down. An ace there from number 15 there, Habry Daniels, as she's back to serve once again. Once again with the, has Ethridge doubled, 14-7. That one's sent over, and Daniels hits it out. And now point and serve back to Ethridge. Gobble will take a seat for Jones. And Taylon Baxter back to serve. Oh, and that one drops right in front of Daniels and Methvin. And an ace right there from Baxter. She looks to get her team back into this one. 14-9. And that one again. That one came off the hands of Daniels into the antenna. And now Ethridge into double figures at 10. Baxter shoots that one over the head of Methvin, and that will be out the back end. And the Lady Stallions back around to Knoxley Webb doing the serving. Webb sends that one over and down for the ace. Webb's had an excellent season serving for the Lady Stallions. Been a huge part of their very successful season so far. Is that one. Cox centers that one back up to Daniels. Grooms. Ezel back to Grooms and gets it over. Webb. Newton setting up Daniels from the back row, and that one's over and down for the kill. (17-10) now. Webb serving. That one over. Brown digs it out, and Ezel is trying to center it back up, hits it out. Another point for South Lawrence, and Webb will go back to serve again. And coming up around 6 o'clock, we'll have South Lawrence and Summertown. As Brown gets that one over. Newton to Cox. That one down for the kill. South Lawrence getting in a groove. Summertown already played once in their 2-game sweep over Ethridge. Webb sends that one over and down and out. So a point for Ethridge there. Gets them 19-11. As Rogers will check back in for Chapman with River River Grooms back to serve. Grooms hits that one hard, sends it over. Webb to Newton, and Daniels from the back row. Sends that one, and it goes off the hands of Jones into the back row. It's 20-11. South Lawrence first team to 20. As we've got subs coming in for South Lawrence, it is Zaylee Staggs coming in for Tess Newton, and Staggs will serve. Staggs sends that one over. And back to the Lady Stallions. Medvin setting up Cox into the net and down. Back to Ethridge, 20-12. And that one's sent over. Good serve there from Ezel. Quickly back to the Lady Bulldogs. Brown sends that one over. Oh, good tap over by Surratt. And that one from Rogers into the antenna. Point, South Lawrence. So 21-12 now with Addie Surratt going back to serve. Surratt. Try her serve again. That one's sent over. Oh, and good job in the net. Habry Daniels. That one was sent quickly back over by Grooms. And Daniels just sent that one down with the spike, 22-12. That one sent over by Surratt. Jones. And Daniels again. If you want to serve it up on a platter for somebody, it is not Habry Daniels. 23-12 now. Surratt again gets it over. Good serve, Grooms. To Brown, now to Jones. Dug out by Daniels. Methvin with a little tap shot, and Jones sends it over. That one on the line and down and in. Now a 10-point deficit. South Lawrence has been in a much better groove in this one. Again, set one, 25-21. Taken by the Stallions, looking for a clean sweep right here, up 10, just needing 2 points to take this one. Staggs sets up Daniels, who sends it over. Brown. Rogers gets that one over. Daniels sends it back. Ezel. Now Brown. And Baxter, who sends it to the back row. Staggs digs that one out. Now Daniels going for the kill. Off the hands of Grooms. And out. 1 point now for South Lawrence as they look to finish this one off. Cox sends that one into the net. We're back to a 10-point game, 24-14. And just like that, number 14, Ella Kate Chapman will check in for Maya Rogers. And Chapman back to serve, looking to keep this set and match alive for the Lady Bulldogs. That one's sent over. Cox. Methvin trying to set up Webb. Off the hands of Gobble. And that will do it. 4 hits there will end this set and match as South Lawrence takes it in 2 over Ethridge once again, 25-21 and 25-14. And that will do it for this between South Lawrence and Ethridge. South Lawrence and Summertown will be coming up in about 25 minutes here on the X Sports Network. So for my producer, Kevin Wright, and it's been Michael Marks. You've been watching Middle School Volleyball on the X Sports Network.
This is the X Sports Network.